In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to insert navigation and also add live text and link your pages. So basically what we have here, I'm going to quickly preview this. By the way, on the newest version, the globe is located on the bottom right hand side. They've moved it right around here somewhere. So, but this is an older version, so I'm just going to preview this to show you what we're looking at here. So I have my page, and as you could see, this one solid piece, and these are all images. Well, basically, we're gonna want to make sure to add individual pictures here in order to add interactivity to our page. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and delete this slice and click inside the actual code. I'm going to move this down. Make sure you're inside the header tag right here. And it's a little challenging. It doesn't let you select inside the actual text. So the way you want to do it, you want to highlight it, and the div gets highlighted, and you want to select in the middle, right before the closing div, and you're going to choose insert image, and you're going to navigate to image 1, I think it's logo. So I'm going to go ahead and say open, and basically your logos pop up. Once you have the actual image in there, you can simply select right next to it. So insert image, and now I'm going to do image 2. That is a blank tab, and then do the same thing, insert image. Command option Y is also another one, so that would be 3. Actually, we want to do 3 now. And same thing here, insert image, and that would be 4, 3 number 4. Looks like I did not. Okay, there we go. Print. Then the same thing. Insert image 5. Insert image 6. Oh, I forgot to add the norm, so we can fix that later, but for now just remember that this one is missing a norm. I'll show you how to fix. If that happens, basically you'd want to rename the slice and then relink it again, but right now we're not going to do that because of the shortage of time. Contact, and that's perfect. And basically the height of my picture is 115, and if I go back and look over here, you'll see that it's selected to 144. So I want to make sure we match that so we lose that dead space. So I have all my pictures here, but there is no interactivity. So the first thing we want to actually do, I want to add a rollover for. I'm just going to do these two. So the way you do that, you want to make sure you have your window, behavior, add behavior, and the option is swap image, and we want to choose browse. And again, if you name these slices in the ID section, you'll see that the name would pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and choose home over. And I'm going to say OK. And this time I'm just going to print, just give this an ID. And now choose the plus, swap image, and see that it pops up like this. So it's a lot nicer. And browse and just go to print over. Now once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and actually save out this page file. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna add the live text first. So I'm gonna go ahead and find some live text somewhere. Go online, and then maybe Lorem Ipsum, and just grab some live text. And then simply open this up. If you click on the image, it selects it in the code. So the easiest way, once it's selected, just highlight the link for the picture, delete it, and paste the code inside that area. Also, this text is already styled, but if it wasn't styled, what you'd want to do is to make sure you're on the text property, and basically you can change, let's say, the height if you wanted to, or you can change the color value, make sure you're on text. You can change the font value to something else if you wanted to. You can change the font size. I think yours would be medium. You want to change it to small. And line text, I chose 25, and if you want to center it, you just click center. For the changing the color of the background, you can simply click on this option and then use your dropper to sample the color of your choice and click OK. So if I'm going to look, it's a different color, you see that it changes to that color. But for now, we're just going to keep it as I already had selected. So we're going to do that and add it to your swatch. So, oops, why it's not done now? Sometimes it's, so now add plus. There. Save your document. In the title, basically on the new version, you would have to click off the page to see the title in the properties. They've changed it a little bit. In the older version, you'll see it on the top. Just make sure to click off the page so nothing is selected, and you should see the item pop up on the top hand side in the properties panel. So, so you want to name the index, whatever the name of the business is that you're doing, like welcome to the restaurant or the spa. Then you would want to choose two buttons. So one would be contact, one would be, this one's already index.html, so select one page, save as, this one would be contact. And then we're gonna make another one called print. So file save as print, because that's the name of my buttons. Now, so now we actually let's see here. I'm gonna preview this a little just to see if the options are working correctly. So these two options, the rollover, are working. The text is highlighted, and we have to customize it further, but for now it's fine. What we can do here, I can highlight my image ID, and if I come back here, when you click on it, there's a couple of different ways of doing it. If I click on the gallery div, you see that automatically it selects it here, and it gives me the property for that div. So if I come back here, you click on the main, you click on the selector, you click on the gallery, and it shows you all the property. So I'm going to go back up, and I can make this a little taller, like say 330. So this way it'll, because actually the size of my picture is 332. So I'm going to make this maybe a little, I want to give it a little bit of a break. Now, let's just do 332. So it's exactly the size. So you can fix the sizes and adjust the divs as you see fit. We're also going to get rid of this footer, and again the process would be very easy. Just highlight the div and then click on the image and delete this and you can, just put copy, just put your name for now. We're gonna customize that later too. So that's that. And then also the make sure the footer it's not too tall. So look at it. So we have our footer, and I can just change the color to a more pleasing color. So instead of purple, maybe you'll do like a greeny color. So now I have my rollovers. I need to link the pages. So I'm gonna, as you can see, they show up also up here. So I'm going to first link, well, this one is also not gonna work. So I'm gonna just get rid of the old index. Okay. Just, this is, where is my good page? Okay, so this is the correct page. So let's see. So this is also the good one. So I'm gonna just save out one of these pages again as index, because the old index I didn't have the correct pictures inserted in them. So it's gonna ask me to I should probably want to close that first, and then now save it as. If it asks you to save, just say yes, and then call this index.html. It's gonna ask you to replace it. You want to say yes. Now I have the pictures ready. So home. For now, we're gonna link everything, even though later on we probably are not gonna need to do that, but to avoid confusion. For now, I'm just going to link this. So I'm going to grab this and point it to index. Grab print, point it to print, and then grab oops. And then those are the only two we're doing anyway. So, and then, but you guys have to do 3. And then go back to print, same exact thing. And there's shortcuts for every single thing that I'm doing right now, but we're, due to shortage of time, basically I'm going to show you the shortcuts later. So print, I'm going to do that. So we have the 2 pages. We don't really need to worry about the contact for the tutorial, but if you were to do the contact, you do the same exactly. So now these 2 pages should be interactive. So what I'm going to also do, I'm going to open up the folder and just resize an image, like a larger image. But so because I want to change the photograph to one of the photos to look different. So here, let me see if I have an image. I'm gonna just go and grab the file. So okay, and I think I may have actually one here. Let me see. I put it inside the images folder. Landscape, yes. So I'm gonna open up my landscape. You can do it 2 different ways. You can put it in your PSD file and then save it out through PSD, or you can just open it up in Photoshop and just make sure that it's to the size. So my image div is 955 by 332. So what I want to do, I would need to size this down. So it would be 955 and 332. So then we go to canvas size, and I'll do it from the top. So 332. And it says you want to crop it. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say for the web and just choose save. And if you're saving images individually, you can save it inside the images folder. But if you're doing it through Photoshop, you want to be out here. But if you're actually using this particular method, it's okay to actually be in the images folder. So landscape, I'm gonna call the landscape large 2. So now all I need to do is come back here, and for maybe my print page, I'm gonna click this and choose a different source. So I'm gonna click that and basically choose landscape large 2. And now you can see that if I preview this, and of course you want to make sure that the title of the page is reflected correctly. So I have this picture on print, I have this other picture.